Florida Driver's Manual, Lesson 7. Straight-in parking. A properly parked vehicle should be centered inside the space with no part extending out into the traffic lane. Double parking. Double parking is when you park on the roadway side of another parked vehicle. This is not allowed. Where you cannot park your vehicle: on crosswalks, on sidewalks, in bicycle lanes, in front of driveways, by curbs painted yellow, where there are no parking signs, within intersections, within 15 feet of a fire hydrant, within 20 feet of an intersection, within 20 feet of the entrance to a fire, ambulance, or rescue squad station, within 50 feet of a railroad crossing. You can't park here either: on the hard surface of a highway where parking spaces are not marked, on any bridge or overpass, inside of any tunnel, within 30 feet of a rural mailbox, on a state highway between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m., within 30 feet of any flashing signal, stop sign, or traffic signal. You can never park in such a way that you block or create hazards for other vehicles. Parking lights. Parking lights must be used at night on any vehicle parked on a roadway or shoulder outside cities and towns. Driving with parking lights only instead of headlights is against the law. Handicapped parking. People who are disabled do not have to pay parking fees on any public street, highway, or metered space. They may park in spaces reserved for the handicapped. However, you need to have a parking placard and obtain a specialty license plate. Handicap placards. Handicap placards must be displayed in a way that they are visible from the front and rear of the vehicle. Both sides of the placard must have the International Symbol of Accessibility, ISA, in a contrast color in the center. Wheelchair symbol. What you need. Placards can be obtained from a tag agent or tax collector's office. You need a statement from a U.S. licensed physician, the Division of Blind Services of the Department of Education, or the Veterans Administration that the applicant is severely physically disabled with permanent mobility problems or are certified as legally blind. When you apply at a tag agent or tax collector, you must complete an application for a disabled person's parking permit, HSMV 83039, provide proof of eligibility. If the application is for a permanent parking permit, which is blue, there is no fee. You pay $15 for a temporary red parking permit. You must present a valid Florida driver's license or state ID. Specialty license plates. People with specialty license plates that display the ISA symbol may legally park in handicapped parking spaces. Disabled American Veterans, DAV, and Paralyzed Veterans of America, PVA, are not required to have ISA symbols. More about handicapped parking. It is illegal for any vehicle to park, stop, or stand in handicapped parking places unless they have a parking permit, specialty license plate with ISA symbol issued by the Florida DMV, or a similar permit or plate issued by another state. In addition, the vehicle must be transporting the person with the disability when the spaces are used. Law enforcement officers are allowed to request proof of ownership of parking permit, ID card, or of the vehicle. Do not loan your parking permit. Anyone else using the permit can be charged with a second-degree misdemeanor with a $500 fine and up to 6 months in jail. Illegally parked vehicles can be towed and the permit confiscated.